What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I'm about to do another mod on the ZL1. So this is a mod I've never done before. So I'm going to get the ZL1 lowered. I'm going to do that by way of springs, not coilovers. I got magnetic ride control, but you can do it if you want to, but I just want the springs. Good morning, Mr. or Mrs. Cardinal. But yeah, so I've seen pictures online. So if you have the ZL1 or any of these cars with magnetic ride control, you can lower it, but it doesn't lower it as low as the Camaros without magnetic ride control. So I need to see what it's going to be like, and that way I can give you guys the info, because it's kind of vague right now. It's like, is it low enough? Is it like, it seems like it'll be a wash almost, but it'll get a little bit lower. But I'm here to see, and I got my handy dandy tape measure so I can let you all know what it is and what it isn't. So join me on today's video, and before you leave, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. Option for these lowering springs. I got the Eibachs, Fastech. They make their own brand, and then there's BMR, I believe. I went with Eibachs because they're Eibachs, and they're the only ones with the most detailed information. So it should go an inch lower in the front and 0.4 inches in the rear. So the Fastech brand, the Fastech branded lowering springs, they just say 1 inch, but it doesn't say front or rear. It just says an inch. So I'm gonna go with the Eibachs, and I saw one picture that looked decent on the ZL1. And then the ZL1s, there is a difference between the model years. Like the 2017s and early 2018s, there, I think there was a TSB on the springs, or they just updated the springs so they're lower on the later 2018 and plus ZL1. So I have a 2022, so mine isn't going to be as lower as a lowered 2017 on these same springs. So I'm here just to give you all video proof. So let me measure from the ground to the fender. All right, so go through the center of the rim. So it looks like we're at 28. Yep, right at 28. That's the driver front. Let's go to the driver rear. Is also about 28. Now let's go to the passenger side. Go straight from the middle to about the top. That looks to be about 28.25. And then the passenger front, straight through the middle of the fender. And this one's a little lower. It's a little under 28. It's about 27.75. Probably the way that I'm parked in the driveway. Not even, but remember those numbers, and we'll come back to it after it's all done. Alright, so looking at it now, it's a little bit of wheel gap. It's not too bad. Actually, 3 fingers, it's alright, I guess. It doesn't look horrible, but I can go more low. I'm not worried about the front splitter, famous last words. I haven't scraped anything yet, knock on wood. But yeah, I can go lower. So I'm looking at this. It's not that low compared to what you think it would be. The GT350 was much lower. I scraped the GT350 a lot more than this. And if this can get down just a little bit lower, I think it'll look really good. And it will give me a little bit more performance. But it's a little, I don't know, more lower, that's it. So I'm here with my friends at Tire Outlet Pro. I follow them on Instagram, and this is also where I get my cars washed at, Jay's Mobile Wash. Both the same place. Gonna hook me up. The owner is a car enthusiast. I had his R8 on another video before. Check out that R8. That's one of my dream cars right there. But yeah, car enthusiasts, and they do exotic cars here as well, so I trust them with my car. So let's go in. So we're back here on the lift right now. These are what the springs look like. They're black. And I'm going to get it installed. It's a lot more intricate and detailing it than I originally thought. So the install might take 3 to 5 hours. So I will be going home and coming back. I don't have that kind of time to be back here with this, but it'll look good when it comes back. So they got to take apart the rear suspension, or the assembly is more than what I can do on my own limited skills and tools. They got to compress it. They have a machine to compress the springs, so it's just a little more time consuming than what I knew of, but it'll look good once it's done. I trust them here to do it. Back at the tire outlet. Thanks to Mel for dropping me off up here. So the car is done and it's right here. So let's get a walk around. Definitely looks different, looks lower, looks clean too. Real clean. Shout out to Jay's Mobile Wash for cleaning me up. And it was on the house. It's good looking out. That looks good. It's going to take a minute for it to settle. That's my initial impressions. The front definitely looks lower. I feel like I almost need some spacers to get the wheels out a little bit. It's kind of in. But it's definitely lower. So now I got to be careful. When I get home, I'm going to measure it. Yeah, this looks really good. The back doesn't look as low as the front, but we'll see. I'll make another video reviewing these Eibachs. But let me get on the inside and pay my bill. All right, let's take a look at this one more again. Take a look at these angles. Oh yeah, we gotta do the finger test. Oh yeah, that's instantly lower, because we were 3 earlier. Now that's just 2. See what we're looking like up front. It's 2. Definitely not 3, but 2. Almost not 2. I got to angle that in there. But yeah, that's definitely lower. I'll get the tape measure when we get home. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you think about that ion red line. But yeah, I'm liking it so far, and it's going to drop just a little lower, just because that's the nature of these lower end springs. It takes like a month or so, few hundred miles to settle, like 500 miles or so. And I'll probably drop another, just another hair, not a full inch, but a portion of an inch. We'll keep track of it, and I'll get a thorough review on these once we drop all the way. Yeah, let's take another walk around. I'm loving the way the car is coming along. My tailpipe stick out. So now what's next on these mods? Definitely much more aggressive. Yeah, that looks good. I'm not trucking it. And then, you know, also, once you get on the lift, it takes a while for it to settle down too. I did a video changing my tire in the other Camaro, and that thing was riding like a truck for a couple days. Looks crazy back here. Still 4 fingers. Boom. Oh, hot dog in the hallway back here. But this is already much lower than what it was before, so I'll show you guys the difference of that. Don't forget to show my friends some love. And also, another financial tip. So I got my year-end cashback with my other credit card, so I moved on to another one. Give you a sneak peek of what it is. Search for whatever one yourself, but I think you're doing yourself a huge injustice if you're not saving money this way. So with this card, I'm in the Amex game. Got the Amex Blue Cash. So with this one, I spend $3,000 and I get like $250 in cash back. So I was spending the money anyways. I figured I might as well get a little bit back. So there we have it, 0% interest for at least a year. Go check it out. Nerd Wallet. I'm not sponsored by them, but it's like a life hack. And I know I try to drop these financial pieces to you all because it wasn't taught to me until a later age in life. Get your credit up, get good credit cards. It helps a lot. And pay the whole thing off too. Don't let the interest accrue or you'll ruin the whole cash back. So there you have it. I paid my credit card off in full before the time expired. I generally do it every 2 weeks. I just pay any balance on any credit card I have. Just pay it all off. Don't let the interest sit there and get your cash back. Move on to the next one. Let's get to business. Talk numbers. Total for this, minus the part was $325. The labor was $875, and that included all labor. It was, so here we are. This is what I was charged for the labor of the lowering springs. I got hit with sticker shock at first. I'm like, wait, how much? He was like, could be $1,000. I'm like, man, for some springs? But it's 5 hours worth of labor. Then I double check the price to see what people generally pay, and it's in the ballpark. People pay between $200 and $1,000 depending on the car. So I have a car like this, I get charged more because I have a car like this, and that's what it is, and I'm alright with it. So let's get this tape measure out of here and see how we're sitting. I forgot the numbers from earlier, but you can rewind the video and check it out. So from what I remember, they were like 28 inches from the center. So let's see where we are now. Bird's still chirping. All right, let's see where we are. Go straight through the center. Looks like we're at about 27 and a half. Got 27 and a half up front. A little more than 27 and a half, about 27 and between 27 and a half and 3/4. Let's go to the other side because it's uneven pavement. Tried to get where I was earlier, but it's a ballpark. Like 27 and 3/4 on the passenger side. Let's go to the passenger front. That was the passenger rear we just did. Dang, this boy is 27 and 1/4. It's definitely lower. It's about 1 inch at most, but we got to give it time to settle. So that'll be a while. I'll give a full review on what I think. Initial impressions of it. It doesn't feel different from stock. So like Michigan's got a lot of bumpy roads, and I didn't notice any difference. It was like I didn't know I had lowering springs on there. It felt the same. So maybe I won't get spacers. Maybe I'll change the wheels. I really don't like these wheels all that much. So maybe I'll get some 315s. I don't know. Sounds weird hearing me talk about modding the car, but here we are, modding the car. So let me know what you guys think about the lowering springs. I personally really like it. So just the stance is even more aggressive, and that's what I like a lot about the Camaro. It's very aggressive, and now it's just even more aggressive. So I think that completes the look of it. Some wheels would definitely do it justice. But these are good wheels too. They're just not my favorite. I like the SS1 LE wheels better. So I've been spoiled. Got my wheels dirty already. Construction in the store I went to afterwards. Yeah, I can't even see up in there from the angle of the camera. But yeah, in the front, like, we're looking good. It's still not dangerously low to where I have to be extra cautious. But like I said, it's still not settled. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Yeah, definitely took care of this wheel gap. Let me see this wheel gap at home. See, at home, since the pavement is different from where I was parked, it's a little more than 2 right here. Let's check out the back. His back really dropped. I can barely get 2 fingers in there. Dude, how crooked is my driveway? I got this whole driveway repaved when I bought the house. It was terrible. But yeah, it is what it is. Check this side. It's less than, gotta squeeze the 2 fingers to get in. On the rear passenger side, let's see the front. It's like a good 2 right there. So there it is. Not exact metrics, but you get the gist of it. So I lost like a finger worth of gap in the wheel well, and it'll get lower too as I drive it more. So let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. I'm Q checking out, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.